living life now that I'm free. Yeah, told me get my shit together. Now I got my shit together. Yeah, now I made it through the weather. Better days are gonna get better. 'Cause I'm sorry that it didn't work out. I'm so sorry, but it's over now. The pain is gone. I'm solo, I'm running solo, I'm running solo, I'm running solo, solo.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Adri and this is Adri's Lifestyle. Hello guys, how are you guys doing today? It's either a Tuesday or a Thursday. I'm hoping. Today we're gonna do another story time because the last story time I did, which should be somewhere on the screen, somewhere. You guys loved it. You guys loved it. You guys loved it. So we're gonna do another story time, and it's gonna be how my house got shut up at the UA. So where should I start? So first things first, I want to start off by saying that this was a crazy night. It was very, very crazy. So it was the day, so this was last year, it was the day before Halloween. Okay, it was the day before Halloween. And my roommates, they were like contemplating on should we have a party for Halloween, right? Because Halloween was that next Monday. And we had the party on Sunday. Okay, that was pretty crazy. And like me, I was just like, I was new to this partying scene, so I was like, you know, this is so cute. What if we like have a Halloween party the day before Halloween, and then when it turns 12, Halloween, right? So they're like, all right, well, since Adriana said let's do it, then let's do it. So my roommate thought it would be a good idea to post it on his Snapchat, to have a Snapchat party, right? Don't ever do that. Do not ever put your address on a public site like Snapchat if you are going to a big university. Just don't fucking do it. Anywho, so with that being said, the whole entire day I didn't have a Halloween costume. Because I didn't know that you needed 3 or 4 costumes for Halloween. Didn't know that. Didn't fucking know that. So I was just like, okay, let me go around town. But mind you, it's the day for Halloween, so everything is either super duper duper expensive, or it's not giving what it's supposed to give. So with that being said, I had a brilliant idea. I was like, I have a dress. Let's see what I can make with that. I was like, you know what? Let me be Carrie. If you don't know who Carrie is, Carrie is basically a prom queen. She got blood dumped on her. Scary film. Watch it. It's actually a really good fucking movie. But yeah, I was like, you know what, do that. So I was like, where can I find fake blood? Fake blood, like the ounce of like, this was giving $20. And I just, as a broke college student, I just didn't have $20 to just spare. So with that being said, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna decide to make fake blood. Did I know how to make fake blood? No, but we're gonna make it do what it do and what it does what it does. So with that being said, I went to the dollar store and I got stuff to make fake blood, right? So the party started around like 10:30, I remember. It was either 10:30, 9:30 to 10:30. I know it was a 30 in there somewhere, right? And I was with my friend Bree the whole entire day because she was helping me. Shout out to Bree if you're watching this. I love you. Love. Anyway, so right, so I was okay. After I dropped off Bree from home, I go back home. I start getting ready for the party. Now, mind you, it's around, right? No, the party had to start at 9 or 9. It had to start at 9:30 because I was rushing to get back home, get in the shower, get dressed. So yes, the party started at 9. Party started at 9 o'clock, and we're getting ready, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, a party doesn't start until like 30 minutes to an hour after the actual start time. Keep that in mind, right? So I'm just like, okay, I need to be ready by 9, take pictures, and people are going to start coming in at 10:30. I'm like, cool, great. I get ready, I put on the dress. I realized I like the dress way more than I thought I did, and I didn't want to ruin it with the fake blood, so I just became a princess because I had a tiara, so I was like, I'm a princess. So I was like, okay, cool. So people start flooding in around like 10:30, 11. It's really cool, it's really fun. At this time, we didn't have a speaker. We didn't have a speaker because we didn't imagine like all those people were coming to our house, right? We didn't have a speaker. So we were using our TV. Our TV was not loud enough apparently, and people were starting to leave, right? And around this time it's like 12:20, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock to 12:20. So as mind you, we're all under the influence. And we were just like, okay, well, since everyone's leaving, like, we're gonna settle down. So I asked my roommate, mind you, I'm under the influence, and I was like, hey, do you think anyone's gonna come back? And he was like, probably not. Like, the party's probably dead. Like, it's probably over and done with. I'm like, okay. So I started chilling out, like, falling back, whatever. And then around like 1:30, 1:45, loads of people just starts coming into our house. And our house is pretty big. Okay, our house is pretty big. We have an upstairs and a downstairs and a balcony. So our house is pretty big. So after all these people are coming in, they're like, where's the music? It's having fun. People are smoking, they're drinking, and blah, blah, blah. Like, all this stuff is happening. And we're just like, okay, cool. Right? Everyone's having fun, having a blast. Like, after 30 to 45 minutes, people are still coming in our house. Like, our house is packed to the point where, like, you cannot move.
I'm literally, oh my god, this is a lot of people. Hey, this is a lot of people.
Like, you just can't move. Like, you can't move. You can't move, right? And there's people from everywhere that's coming to this party. Like, people from Tucson, from ASU to Phoenix. Like, a lot of people are coming to this party, right? So I'm just like, okay, cool, right? And it's this guy, I'm not gonna say his act because it's not my business, but he's like a really, really big party kid. He posts all the parties, like all of them on his Snapchat. And he has a big following. So he posted our party, him being on our house. And after that, so many people were like, you could not move. You could not breathe. Like, it was actually bad. 3 o'clock in the morning rolls around, right? And I start to notice more and more people are coming, And it was this one particular guy, we'll call him Black Puffer because he had a black puffer on. He comes in and he's very short. Okay, he's very short, so I'm not even thinking anything of it, blah blah. And I notice he has a gun in his pocket, right? Not thinking anything of it. I'm like, most of these people have guns on them, whatever. But the fact is that he had it in his pocket. Usually they'll have it in their pants or something, like, and that wouldn't scare me, right? But the way he was holding it just didn't sit right with me. So I text my roommates. I'm like, hey, there's someone in the house that has a gun and I don't feel like safe here. They're like, okay, we'll check it out. I'm like, okay, great. They find me. They're telling me like, oh yeah, like it's completely fine. Like they have nothing to worry about. They say that they're cool. I'm like, okay, great, right? So I'm going on my day, chilling and vibing, but something still didn't sit right with me in my soul. I was just like, I just don't feel comfortable with someone in our house that has a gun, right? And then I noticed that the more I looked around, the more that I noticed guns being out, blah, 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 right? So then, 2 incidents where I just went full alert, didn't questions asked. I was like, people have to get out this house, and they have to get out now. Was when the same guy, Black Puffer, the gun was no longer in his pocket. It was in his hand, just out. I'm reliving this whole entire day all over again. I was like, oh, okay. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna go outside in case I have to run away. So I was just like, okay, cool, right? So I'm outside with these group of people. If they're watching this, I love y'all so much. Y'all know who y'all are. And I was telling you, I was like, I don't feel safe here. Like, I want to leave. I want to go somewhere, but I didn't know where to go. And I was under the influence, so I couldn't drive. So I was just like, I guess I'm just stuck here. right? So then I go back in the house because one of the people that I was with had to go to the bathroom. I was like, okay, I'll go with you, whatever, blah, blah. And this girl, she has an angel costume on. To be honest, I feel like she was actually an angel in disguise, literally, because she made me aware of a situation that I was not aware of. So she came up to me, she was like, hey, do you live here? And I was like, yeah, I live here. And then she was like, I just want to let you know that there's people on the balcony arguing. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll figure out what's happening. So I look on the balcony, no one's arguing on the balcony. So I'm just like, okay. Then I realize someone's arguing on the stairs. Like they're coming down the stairs, but they're arguing. Someone that's upstairs. So I'm just like, okay, cool. So I go outside the back way. And all the people that I was with, we all went outside and we found each other, whatever. It was great. It was awesome. It was chef's kiss. Right? Wrong. So wrong. It escalated pretty fucking quickly. So after that, I'm calling and texting all my rooms. Like, I'm blowing up their phone. And I'm like, hey, like, something's not right. Something's not going well. Blah, blah. Like, it's not, like, something's wrong. Like, I need y'all to listen to me and something's wrong. They're like, Adriana, like, you're fine. You're overreacting. I'm like, no. I know when something's not right and something is wrong here. Please listen to me. Couldn't find them. Apparently, I was the only one that was in the house the whole entire time. That lived in the house, at least. So I'm like, okay, cool. Great. Love. Eventually, my roommates come out from wherever they were, because I have no idea where they were that whole entire time. I'm like, someone has a gun. They've been waving their gun out. People have been scared. It's not looking good for us, y'all. Like, it's not looking good, right? So then, but mind you, I'm still outside. At this point, I started walking towards, there's like a Safeway across the street from my house. So I started walking towards Safeway to get away from the crime scene. You know? So, with that being said, the people that I was with, they're like, no, you're like, come back. Like, you're fine. Come back. Like, people are leaving, like, you're fine. I'm like, okay. Then it took a very, 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 very hard left. So, something that was not really important to the story, but like a key character of the story was this guy. We're going to call him Ninja Turtle because I think that was his costume. He was a guy that he was trying to, like, get at me. I was like, no. But I remember his costume, though. So I'm just like, okay, cool, love. The next thing that comes out of his mouth is, after that, all you hear is screaming and people running. So my roommates, they come out, they're like, Adriana, what's wrong? What's happening? I'm like, they're shooting. They're like, what? So then, apparently, outside in front of our house, they started fist fighting first. Like, they were like, fist fighting. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then my roommates, they tried to go break it up. They couldn't break it up. And the person, whoever was fighting, pulled out a gun on one of the guys. After that, all you hear is 6 gunshots and people running back into our house to get covered and shelter. And I just something that I start to do is walk.
Why are they shooting? Are you guys okay? Guys, get to the vlog. Wait, this is a vlogging moment. Everyone say hi to the vlog. What?
Because I didn't know what else to do but vlog. Because I'm still under the influence. So I'm thinking it's funny, but also I'm thinking I was right the whole entire time and you people should start listening to me more. Just saying. So, yeah. We tell everyone to get the fuck out of our house. So please get out of our house. And everyone was very much paranoid. Like, my roommates literally had to, like, shut the door, like, hard so people cannot come in our house, and had to lock it, our back door, our front door, like, everywhere so people couldn't come in our house. And a little other, like, key points that happened in the story is that I'm the only one in our house that has a lock on their door. Like, we all have locks on our doors, but my door locks from the outside. Either you need a key or my thumbprint to get into my door. And there were so many people that tried to get in my fucking door. It's absurd. A lot of people got robbed that night. A lot of people got injured that night, and it was just very, 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 very crazy. But It was definitely a night to remember for sure. It was just a lot. I'm trying to remember anything else from that night. So moral of the story is, don't put your address on Snapchat, because forever everyone will have it eventually. Do not, if you are choosing to put your address on Snapchat or whatever, or any big platform, do not drink or smoke or do any of that in case you have to leave and get away and be sober or whatever. And please, if you do party, have fun. Just don't do anything stupid. Don't go home with anyone. Don't in car with anyone that's been drinking or smoking. Don't do that. Just don't do any of that. Alright, well, that's the end of the story time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want more story times, please let me know down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with a friend. Just copy that link down below. Okay? And as always, you are my babes, and I love you so, so much. Bye!